Hey guys, this is Johnny Garcia, the nobody. It'd been a while since I actually came in here and talked about that crazy lunatic created by humans panic. I just put up a little clip on Facebook. Take the time to listen to it carefully and look at it. I've been saying this all along from the very beginning. I'm one of those guys that I'm not going to go down just like that. I choose to fight. I choose to not give up. Even if I get in trouble, I choose to break rules. There's always sometimes a war in my mind. But if you listen to this video, listen to it carefully. We blame everything on President Trump. Something happens, he done. Stop and think. If you're a boss from a company, you're a boss from somewhere, there's always going to be somebody that don't like you. Then you have people that work under you. Ground soldiers, what I call ground soldiers, and you've heard me mention that before. Ground soldiers. And I got a lot of those guys working in different places that I kind of communicate in other countries about. Even this craziness that's happening in their countries also. Anyways, if you listen to that carefully, he has surrounded himself with this video said sharks. I'm going to say unqualified, supposedly great doctors and professionals that we all claim to be, because if you're dressed with a nice suit, whether you're a man, if you're a woman dressed in a nice dress, all looking great and whatever, I thought the mind is what makes us. But anyways, he's surrounded with some of the best guys in the world, I assume. But we live in the state of Texas. That's another thing. I kind of listened to this video and it made me think of all the doctors. And I'm talking about those guys that are really into that infectious type of disease side of doctors. Because, I mean, I'm not just talking about just any old general physician or anything like that. Because we don't know really what he, she, or knows. Because that's another issue. And I'm going to get to it also. Okay. But anyways, this doctor in this video that I posted up on Facebook just about 2 minutes ago makes a lot of sense, and we're taking the wrong approach, because then it falls from the top going all the way down to where we live at, here where I'm at. Our local officials, this guy that somebody made him boss to decide that we all need to wear masks, gloves. Man, you can't put gloves and face masks on the little kids, so they ask them, okay, stay home. Okay. Sooner or later, humans are gonna go a little bit crazy and they need to get out. And that's just the way we've been designed and programmed. Okay, so the bosses here locally wants us to stay down in the house, just close the doors, don't come out, and if you don't, you're going to get fined. That's the way we're going to get mentally punished and abused, by getting fined. And law enforcement out there, they're just doing their job, so some of you guys take it easy on those guys also, because I got students and friends that are law enforcement. Then you got some of the guys that are just shitheads sometimes. I know that for a fact, so if you guys have a problem, you can tell me that. But, and there's some great people, fire department. I got some students that are working in the fire department. They're in the EMS, ambulance, nurses and doctors. They're doing a great job just because that's what their job is to do. So you can't blame them. Those guys are those essential workers that somebody decided to label them there like that. That it's okay for them to get out because this killer virus is immune to them, or they can be exposed, or it's sort of like what they say in Vegas, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, or whatever they do out there, it is okay. If they decide to hire somebody to do something, then they come back and then they expose the wife or the girlfriend with it. And some of you guys know what I'm talking. I don't have to get detailed on that aspect there. Same freaking thing. Anyways, these guys are doing a great job. I don't know about our local guys or that Cameron County judge. I believe his name is Eddie Trevino. Just kind of, I don't know where he's getting his information. Because if he's getting that information and the President Trump is getting his information from these other high gurus and professional people, man, then I'm really thinking, man, these are elected officials that are elected and put into office by the local citizens, the local people, the local humans. It is our right, it's our incumbent right to exercise our own rights to refuse. You know what? I ain't going to wear that. Because it's going to cause, and I've been saying this, and listen to this video. It makes a lot of sense. There's no need for us. I've been saying there's so many different types of flus. There's a good show. I agreed with it 50-50, you can say. It's called Epidemic. It's on Netflix. Or Pandemic. Something like that. Just look on Netflix and you'll find it there. Pandemic, I think it is, or Epidemic. It's about different diseases. It talks about the first episode about the coronavirus way before this thing craziness just started with somebody saying something. So it's way before that. There's a lady by the name of Sierra, I believe her name is. Am I correct? Let me look at some of my notes. Yeah, Dr. Sierra. And like I said, I kind of make sure I get some notes because I don't want to make sure that it's not just a story. But it is still a story. Remember, I'm still the nobody. It's still a story. But her name is Dr. Sierra Maddat. She's the senior director of the Special Pathogens Program out in New York. Man, she was so confident that she was going to do this and this and this and that. And right now, New York is getting bombarded by a virus. We don't know, okay, they say coronavirus, but it could be any type of flu virus. Who knows? We were already infected, or we already had this, or it already was here in the U.S. People that have been going here locally, and I've been listening to different stories. Oh, I have the flu really bad, and I have the symptoms, and it looks like the symptoms of the coronavirus. But since certain hospitals or where you go to the doctor, all they do is, you know what, we're going to check you for flu. I don't think they have the right equipment to check them for Ebola, swine flu, corona flu. So think about that. But my biggest thing is that we need to get together. There's a lot of great minds out there in the whole state of Texas. I'm going to go ahead and say the U.S. We need together. Help us out, doctors. And I'm talking about those doctors that can band together like this doctor did in here and is exposing this guy that supposedly says everybody's got to close. And this guy said way different, man, this coronavirus, we don't have to shut down anything. You do go on about your daily work day or daily life day. But there's a lot of you doctors out there. Come on, man, get out there and start voicing your opinion. If you do your research, do it and come out with some. Don't just now you're just becoming, a lot of you doctors, I'm telling you, it's like a challenge to you guys. You're letting this Eddie Trevino here locally, let's just say, tell you what to do. I don't know where he's getting his information, and he's just a guy, he's just a messenger, I guess, putting us in harm more than anything, because he doesn't really know. Doctors out there that are into this infectious disease, do the research. Get together with your friends that you went to school with in medical school. Whether it was here in Texas, you decide you did your residency maybe over there in New York, California, maybe in Cuba, maybe in Japan, maybe in Mexico, maybe somewhere. You guys get together, band together, and say, you know what, enough is enough. That doctor that's talking about this makes a lot of sense. I don't know where that doctor that is up there in the hierarchy is saying a total different thing. In tough times like these, it is critical to think creativity and be creative. Be creatively. We need to be creative and kind of think of, man, you know what? We need to band together and don't let this craziness, because there's a lot of people getting hurt out there. Man, I'm hoping there's some people that can make good money off of this legally the right way, because it's their right and because they've been in a loss. Their business got lost because of this, because of local officials saying we need to close down, or because anybody says we need to close down. We need to start hiring and looking at some of you attorneys. Attorneys, come on, man. You can make some money off of this. Man, let's start helping some of these good people out there. So let's band together. Let's help together. Let's help each other together as a family, like we're sitting on the big table like the knights from back then, and let's talk about this. But again, all you guys out there, we're gonna make it out of this sooner or later, because sooner or later a group of humans are gonna get together and say, you know what, this enough is enough. Let's go out with our daily lives that we do, and let's continue. But if that's not gonna happen, it's still, like I'm gonna say, we're approaching this the wrong way. If you really want people to stay in the house, don't punish them by, oh, we're gonna find you. As it is, there's people that are not even making any money. Their business is down, and you're gonna find them. But law enforcement guys, be fair out there. Give them some warnings and let them know still, hey, they're saying I'm just trying to follow orders. But if it's coming from that Cameron County judge, Eddie, man, come on. Mr. Eddie, and whoever else you're getting your information from, you need to go out there and tell the people, you know what, you're going to be getting money each month by the city, or the city is, you know what, we're going to ask the landlords, you know, if you have tenants for the next 2 or 3 months, they will not pay you, and that's just the way it's going to be until we resort things on. That's the way you're going to be able to get people to feel a little bit more relaxed. That is the only way. If you tell our local people that, you know what, you can stay home every month, no problem. You don't have to pay any bills at all. And it sounds funny. And if Eddie Trevino is listening to this little story I got, or this video, this one's for you. Listen to it. You're going a wrong way. You're approaching this the wrong way. Where are you getting that information? I'm telling you. I'll put up some other videos that I have. Some of the people out there in Europe and Italy. I got friends all over the place. You are approaching this the wrong way. If you want people to stay home, start paying their bills ASAP. Start telling the tenants for local small businesses, and tell the owners of those tenants that have to pay and they don't have any clients and no more business. And you know what? Our local tenants, their excuse for the next 2 or 3 months until this gets resolved, or to further notice. I have one of my landlords. She's a local official, and she said, "No, don't you? I still need my money, and not just get a loan, and so you can pay me." I laughed, but anyways, listen to this video, guys. It's a good video, and if you guys have any other comments, or I've been getting some great reviews. I've been getting some people from all over talking about the same thing. There's people out there that just don't want to say anything. They just stay quiet and listen. And, oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay? Because when it comes to tradition, honor, loyalty, there's only a few. Most of us have already been divided because of this. I haven't heard from some people that I was hearing from them a lot, and then all of a sudden they disappeared. My soldiers, my students, I still hear from them, but there's other people, especially in these times, they're desperate. They have their own opinion right away. Sometimes they're selfish, but we're human at the end of the day, guys. Other than that, if you guys have any comments, like I said, send me some comments. and let me know what you guys think. Other than that, keep watching my videos, subscribe to them, and let me know what you guys think. Other than that, I'll have something else. Other than that, again, guys, thank you much. I'm the nobody. Again, the nobody.